I stand corrected. You're right. There is easy access to Zora Hall via the back entrance. For some reason, it didn't even cross my mind. What did cross my mind is that, as you say, the way the plot goes in the opera, there is no reason for Catholic to go there. Apologies to the more geographically inclined people that I might have annoyed. I believe I might have never been clear about the purpose of the demos, at least in these video Q&As. The portfolio of 9 demos is to serve as a showreel of different moods and ensemble that can represent what the opera can become, mostly in what concerns the sound. It is intended to be honed to as close to the ideal as possible with the means we have right now, in order to maximize the chances that the opera gets permission to be staged. There are many reasons Majora will never be more than a large orchestral score on paper, but I don't want lack of quality to be one of them. On a related note, given the current phase of the project, I might soon have to take down the outdated demos that are marked for makeover before the redone versions come out. Just like I've said before, I ask for your trust that this is in the project's best interests. I'd love it if it could go everywhere, but that depends on a lot of things that are not under my control. I like the whole thing, really. I'm only really nervous about whether Nintendo will just cast this down, really. And I think the biggest pain has been finding and waiting for good singers for the operatic demos. It is never established who I am the silhouette of, simply because the visual representations of the demos are just there for the largely attention span challenged audience of YouTube. You know who you are. The original intent back in 2012 was to just publish audio with lyrics on screen. When we finished recording the mayor's council room, I thought it would be interesting if the argument were being spied on from outside, through curtains on a window behind the mayor's chair. The color is yellow because I was going for a fireplace cast shadow from inside. I then realized the shadow theater aesthetic provided a simple way of giving an audience something to look at, without resorting to costume work and other resources we simply don't have. That said, what happens in the demos is very likely to be unrelated to what would on a definitive staging, varying from demo to demo. I'm pretty sure the Stockpot Trio would happen kind of the same way, just with more room than the sheet allows for. So the undead creature that shows up in the demo of Pamela's Arietta is just a representation of what lurks in the valley, and is scared away by the music box house.
I'm doing something great.
For some reason, I didn't even... Bleh, bleh. Bleh. Do it. Do it. The portfolio of 9 demos is to serve as a showreel of different moods and ensemble that can be represent... There's no B here. I am hallucinating... I am hallucinating words. There are many reasons Majora will never be more than a large orchestral score on paper. Orchestral score on paper. Okay, I'm better now. Just like what I said before, I've asked for fuck's sake. I'm nervous about whether it will just... I can't... What? I'm nervous about whether we'll just... This doesn't... Who wrote this? I'm nervous about whether Nintendo will just cast this down, really. Ah, I got forgot what the sentence meant. It is never established who I am in the ha.
In the
In the ha of the he of the I can't do that shit. It is never established who I am in the silhouette of. I then realized that the oh my god. I then realized. Oh dear. I then realized.
That was no good.
No good at all. No, definitely not. I then realized that I don't know where I am in the text.